This is Glenn Rice with Clearview Sewer Cams. We're located at 20156 Bassett Street, Winnetka, California, 913065. We're performing a video waste and sewer line inspection through a 2-inch ABS wasteline cleanout located on the rear left-hand corner of the house. This is our 2-inch cleanout here. It's our wasteline cleanout here. This goes towards the left-hand side of the house. This goes towards our backyard. And this is our slider area over here. What we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and zero out our camera monitor here at the edge of the cleanout. And we're just going to push in and take a good look. And today is December 2nd, 2025. So it does appear that we are in black ABS wasteline. I'm just going to utilize this to just push out, make a little bit of a drop. And right here we just appear that we're transitioning to what appears to be cast iron. We're going to pull back just a little bit. You can see that a little bit of an offset in that lip there. Right there you can see the offset in that lip. So again, we're just going to see if we can push and jump open over this area. And we did get open over. So again, we're just going to continue to push out. You can see you do have quite a bit of buildup and debris in the cast iron wasteline. And as we push out, it does appear we transition into what appears to be black ABS. We're going to pull back just a little bit more, and right about there you can see there's an opening about the 12 o'clock, so we're going to push in a little bit more. Right about there. We're going to pause here and we're going to locate this area. Okay, again, we went ahead and located this area. It does appear that we're in our bathroom in our hallway area. So again, we're just going to continue to push out, and as we push out, it does appear we're going to see if we can jump up and over this area. And we're still in cast iron wasteline. Again, we'll just continue to push out. And as we push out, it does appear we're transitioning into what appears to be concrete, but a little hard to tell. So again, we're going to go ahead and continue to push out. We'll make a little bit of a turn. And right here, we'll pull back just a little bit. We can see that there's an opening there. Again, we'll pull back just a little bit more. Right about there. We're going to pause our mic here for a moment. Okay, we went ahead and located this area. We did mark it at approximately 3 foot 0 inches deep on the right-hand side of the house. It doesn't appear that there is a cleanout there. They did concrete over it, but we did mark the area. That is where the mainline sewer cleanout is. That is our cast iron wasteline to vitreous clay transition. So again, we'll continue to push out. See that you do have quite a bit of buildup. And again, it is vitreous clay. So you can see a lot of that white does appear to be paint, and that's probably when they painted the house and the interior. They washed a lot of that paint into the sewer, and you can see that it's just covering the pipes and pretty much looks like white paint. But the top there you can still see it's kind of pink, so again, that's a good indication that it is possibly vitreous clay sewer piping. You see all that white there. Again, we'll just continue to push out. We're going to run some water just to help us push out. So again, we're just going to pause our mic here. As we push out, we did pass our test tee. That was our property line to lateral transition. So again, we got a little bit of water running, so hopefully this will help us push all the way out into our city sewer. See a little bit of roots there in that joint. So again, we'll just continue to push out. Okay, as we pushed out, we did push out, and we are just in front of our saddle. You can see that is our saddle just in front of us there. You can see making a 45-degree turn, so we are just short of the saddle, and we are pushing through a 2-inch cast iron, 2-inch ABS waistline at the rear of the property, but we did push out approximately 135 feet out, and we're just short of it. We did attempt to go through a roof vent, but the roof vent is just basically picking up the configuration of the pipe of the cast iron, and we're unable to make that sweep. So again, without pulling a toilet, we can't make it to that city sewer tie-in, that saddle area just in front of us. But we did see the majority of the line. So what we're going to do is we're going to shut all our water down. We're going to pause for a moment. We'll pull back and take a good look. Okay, again, we did shut our water down. So we do have some water still running. So again, we're just going to go ahead and pull back. And again, as I mentioned, we are just short of our city sewer, literally a foot and a half from our city sewer. So again, we're just going to pull back. And we are in vitreous clay lateral sewer piping. Again, you can see all the debris and all the buildup there from the paint. They painted in here. They washed all the paint down into the sewer, into the waste, which got into the sewer and coated the sewer with that white paint. We continue to pull back. And you can see that does appear to be our test tee. A little bit of root intrusion in that joint. we would recommend excavating on the right hand side of the house by the AC compressor and dig down and gain accessibility to the sewer, install an accessible two-way mainline clean out there, and that would help push all the way out into our city sewer as well as maintain the sewer. Again, we are in what appears to be vitreous clay sewer piping, but again, it had been coated with some white paint. Again, making it a little difficult to identify any cracks or anything with the white paint coating it like that. There you can see a little bit of debris holding up some water in that area there. As we pull back, you can see some more debris, some more paint buildup there at the bottom. It's a lot of water-based latex paint, or looks like latex paint that's basically resting down there at the bottom. Again, we'll continue to pull back. Make a little bit of a turn. And as we pull back, we transition back into cast iron waistline. And you can see as well, the cast iron waistline does have quite a bit of that buildup, that debris there. It looks like they possibly washed it in from that bathroom, which is at the right-hand side of the house, the hallway bathroom. Again, we'll just continue to pull back. And we transition into black ABS waistline, and then we go right back into black or cast iron waistline. And again, the cast iron waistline does have some buildup, does have some debris throughout, and again, it does appear to be coated with some sort of the paint, whatever they washed down the line there. You can see it's coating the line. So you can see kind of some heavy buildup there at the bottom. Again, heading back towards our clean out. Again, very difficult to determine the overall condition of the cast iron waistline. Knew that it had been coated. You can see a split there at the bottom, a crack, but we can't tell if that's a crack in the latex paint that was washed down the line, or is that actually a crack in the cast iron. It's just very difficult to tell. And then as we pull back into black ABS. We're going to make a little bit of a turn. And it does appear that we do have black ABS waistline on the left-hand side of the house. So it does appear to be a combination of ABS, plastic, and cast iron pipe in our waste. Again, we'll continue to pull back. And we'll pull back, make a little bit of a turn. We're going to come up and out of our clean out, and that will conclude our video waste and sewer line inspection.